Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I just got finished dropping off David Wiley, and I'm still living in the afterglow of the Cowboys winning when I get back home. It's right now 12:51. I'm going to do my game balls when I get back. But I'm sitting here thinking about this. Something that really and truly bothers me. I try to be a positive person. No matter what happens, I try to live my life positive. And that doesn't mean that everything's always going to work out the way you want to. But I always try and think positive, because thinking about the worst or giving up, that's not me. I've always been that guy that's an underdog, okay? I'm not that bright. I'm definitely not good looking. I'm computer challenged. I used to stutter. I can't pronounce names to save my life. I don't read well. And doing freaking YouTube, it still amazes me that I'm actually doing YouTube, because I used to be so terrible that speaking in public, I would stutter. I would get so nervous. I would literally feel like my insides are twisted in a knot when I got into a group of people and had to say something. So for me to be able to do this stuff now, it's crazy. And I believe that you never give up. But Cowboy fans, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know if it's because of all those years of Jason Garrett, where we would find ways to lose instead of ways to win. But y'all got to stop with this at the drop of a hat. Woe is me, the world is coming to an end. I'm sitting here before the game. Oh, Dak's out. We lost this game. It's over with. How the fuck do you know it's over with? You don't know about Clint Longley coming in and winning? You don't know about the Hail Mary with Roger Staubach? You don't know about Jason Garrett on Thanksgiving? It's football. And we saw Mike White with the Jets without, I don't know, what offensive players does he have with the Jets? You saw Mike White come through and get a win. Backup quarterbacks throughout the NFL today won like crazy. So I understand Dak Prescott is a great quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott at the helm are a great team. But when you look at this team, and that's exactly the point, you look at this team, for whatever reason, it's a complete opposite of what we had last year, or for many years. The Cowboys have been able to weather the storm of losing players. If somebody told you, that we're going to lose Dak Prescott and Tyron Smith and be playing on the road, you'd say there's no chance in the world that we would win. Well, let me throw into that also that you had lost Marcus Lawrence and Michael Gallup too. You would have said, we got no chance to win. That's all of our playmakers. That was the case tonight. Tyron Smith aggravated his ankle. He didn't play. You had Ty Nsekhe not exactly having a great game. And I'll throw in there Lyle Collins. But you find a guy like Terrence Steele, who is actually playing really good, to the point where you say, Lyle, you're a backup. You got a guy like Micah Parsons, who is the be-all, end-all, multi-tool Swiss Army knife that is coming at you from all different angles to make you kind of forget that we got a guy like DeMarcus Lawrence that'll be coming back. It doesn't seem to matter who the Dallas Cowboys lose. They're able to react and respond. I'm not going to say that I want to lose Dak Prescott for very many games. I don't. I want Dak Prescott back next week if he's ready to play. But for the Cowboys on the road, having to not only beat the Minnesota Vikings, but the officials, it was crazy. To have the Cowboys lose so many different players that we're beginning to get back in kind of waves and rotate them back in is insane, because you don't normally recover from the amount of injuries and losses of players that we've had. I'm trying to understand how it's even possible, because we've literally remade the defense in one season. You look at what was out there today. How many players were on that defense that were starters there last year? Randy Gregory was only a part-time player. They were so dumb they didn't start him a single game. Jordan Lewis, he was. Leighton Vander Esch, he was. And Diggs, after he came back from injury, he was. Other than that, that's a whole new defense. Donovan Wilson, been injured most of the season. You lose him. Malik Hooker, he kind of got healthy late in training camp. Hadn't been played that much. We have, as much as Joe the fan like me want to bash the Dallas Cowboys for the moves that they've made, the Dallas Cowboys, when it's come to personnel this year, have got the Midas touch that everything they've done has turned to gold. Everybody, and I mean everybody out there, said the Dallas Cowboys, they should have paid more attention to the backup quarterback. We should have traded for Gardner Minshew. Let's go get Andy Dalton. We shouldn't have let him go. There's Nick Foles over there. And here we got Cooper Rush. Man, he's only thrown 3 passes in the NFL. But the Dallas Cowboys, apparently they saw a lot more than what everybody else did. And for me, here's what I've been saying. It's so funny because Abe has been killing me on so many different things. I said, instead of going out there and trading for somebody or signing somebody who has to come in now and try and start, you're better off with the guy who's been there with your team and practicing, because he knows the playbook. If you bring in Cam Newton tomorrow, Cam doesn't know your terminology. Yeah, he knows plays, but he's got to be able to communicate to the players what page he's on, and that takes time to figure out. It doesn't just happen automatically. People told me I'm an idiot. No, man, you got to get anybody, but they were wrong. They were wrong. And when you think about, like I was saying yesterday, about latent and kinetic energy, we have so much latent energy that hasn't been tapped yet that will be coming back. The Dallas Cowboys won't be making any trades for anybody. You know, people say, he's trying to get Von Miller. Well, you got $9 million? Because the Cowboys don't on the cap to sign him. I don't know that you need Von Miller. With DeMarcus Lawrence coming back, with Neville Gallimore coming back, with Tristan Hill coming back, we've got more firepower that's coming on a defense that literally played lights out. And you got to give credit, like I said, y'all been bashing Jerry Jones in the front office for years about some of the moves. It seems like I said, everything they're doing right now is turning to gold. And if you're a Cowboy fan right now, knowing that on a night that the officials were truly against you, you didn't have your starting quarterback, you lose your best offensive lineman, Tyron Smith. You're on the road and you find a way to win. That, my friends, is a sign of a great team. And the Dallas Cowboys still have a long ways to go, but they're learning how to become a great team. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys listening to me because that helps me stay awake on the road. And I'll be home in about 15 minutes, and I'll be doing my fireside game ball chat. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, today was a good day. Peace.